not look it from behind me, but we're about to get into about 3 days straight of rainy weather, which means I'm going to be spending a lot of time indoors, which means baking videos are coming. In my quest to try to get us away from processed foods, I've been trying to find an ideal utility bread for things like sandwiches, toast, anytime you're just going to need a generic bread. And this is one of the easiest ones I've found. It is literally 4 ingredients, and it's the classic French loaf. I'm going to start with 1 1/4 cups of room temperature water. I use filtered water from my, I have a filter on my sink because we have well water now. We have some of the best tasting well water I've ever had in my life. Go figure. So water, 3 1/4 cup of flour, salt, 1 1/4 cup. Sorry, 1 1/4 teaspoon. If you make a 1/4 cup of, or 1 1/4 cup of salt, that is going to be like the most bitter, salty bread that you've ever had. Don't do that. 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm just using generic, like fine ground rock salt. You can use kosher salt, you can use pink Himalayan, whatever floats your, whatever you have, honestly. Just not the iodized table salt. Something with a little more complexity to it, I guess. And then 1 1/4 teaspoon of yeast. That's it. That's all there is to it. Which is, and one of the lovely things about it is you don't have to use bread flour. You can use just generic all-purpose flour. So it's what you have around your house, essentially, which is what makes this bread so ideal for, I need something quick, I need something easy. One of the other things that I really like about it is it's got a great texture to it. For being as simple as it is, you could adapt this to a non-bread making machine household very easily. If you have a dough hook on your stand mixer, just reverse the ingredients. Dry ingredients first, wet ingredients second. If you do it by hand, same thing. You could do this by hand very easily. I'm just trying to get it done as quickly as possible without babysitting as much as possible because of other things I like to do in the morning. So now that you have your 4 ingredients in your bread bucket, load it in and set your controls. So I do program 2 French bread and 1 1/2 loaf, and start. It's that simple. It's gonna take my bread machine about 4 hours to get through everything, which means we should have bread by lunchtime for BLTs. My neighbors brought me over their last tomatoes of the year, so we're really looking forward to it. It's been rough not having a garden this year. We actually put in our garden beds so that we have them for next year, and for the garlic and onions that are coming at the end of the month. I have lots of garlic and onions and shallots coming that need to be planted, and they need to have a place to go. So we prioritized getting the beds in, even though we aren't going to use them until next spring. It's so easy. You can have your cup of coffee while you clean up. I mean, it's just, I can't say enough nice things about the basic French loaf of bread. I'll check back with you guys in a little bit and we will see how things turn out. When lifting your bread out of the bread maker, always use a towel. Otherwise, it could hurt very, very badly. And now it's time for the big reveal. Come on. It's being a little camera shy. There we go. That is a really pretty loaf of bread, and because it's square, it slices up to make really great sandwiches. Yes, my hands are clean. I'm handling this bread. I'm manhandling the bread. My hands are clean, I promise. That would be really unsanitary. So, we're probably gonna eat this with BLTs tomorrow. I didn't get it finished in time for lunch today, so there's always tomorrow. And whatever we don't eat might get made into bread pudding later. Have a good day, everyone. As always, the ingredient list is going to be in the show notes. What do you think? He would totally eat it if we let him.